Well, somewhere up there at the top of that mountain is a hole, and this is all one green. This is unbelievable. Talk about 3 tiers. This is like 2 acres of putting green. Hi again, everybody. I'm Harry Donahue. Welcome to Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management. We continue with our tour of Iberostar Golf in Cancun. Today, we are at the Playa Paraiso, and it is some beautiful golf course. Look at this green. This is number 7 at this golf course, and it is from front to back. Well, let's just put it this way. I've hit driver less than where I'm standing now in relation to the pin. So stay with us. We'll get a tour of this beautiful golf course when Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management, continues in just a moment. Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank. Susquehanna Bank, doing what counts. By PlayACGolf.com. Visit PlayACGolf.com to plan your Atlantic City golf getaway, where the play continues well into the night. By Club Champion. Better fit, lower scores. Visit their Bala-Cynwyd location. By Temple Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, now located in Oaks, Pennsylvania. Call 800-TEMPLE-MED. And by the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf.
Early mornings, late nights, and way too many takeout dinners. Running a business takes energy, determination, and sacrifice. And whether you're a startup, well-established, or somewhere in between, the people of Susquehanna Bank have the knowledge to help you succeed. From cash management solutions to the benefits of local loan decisions, we help keep your business moving ahead. Susquehanna Bank, doing what counts for businesses like yours. Member FDIC.
At this moment, across the country, families are packing their bags for a getaway. And no matter where they end up, they'll all be home by dinner. Plan your own at playgolfamerica.com. From finding fun and affordable programs to finding advice from PGA and LPGA professionals, playgolfamerica.com has a way for you to get away. Visit today for details. playgolfamerica.com, your link to the game.
Now, before we get out on the golf course, let's look at this beautiful Grand Hotel. It's one of 5 hotels at Iberostar's Playa Paraiso Resort. From the lobby to the marble-floored walkway, everything is grand about this Iberostar Grand Hotel.
It's been very successful from the very beginning. It's been named one of the best hotels in the world. Actually, the number one all-inclusive hotel in the world a couple of years ago by the TripAdvisor users. We have special services such as a personalized butler service, concierge, gourmet dining. So it's a very diverse portfolio of products.
And then to the outside, and one of the biggest pools you'll ever see. To swim or to relax, the Iberostar way.
It's definitely an experience that everybody enjoys.
We are with the director of golf for Iberostar in Cancun, Glenn Preciado. Glenn, and here we are today. This time we are at Playa Paraiso. How'd I do?
Paraiso.
Paraiso.
Yes,
Paraiso. Paradise. Oh, we know it's paradise.
It is paradise.
And we know we're in Mexico because right adjacent to this putting green we have the pyramid.
Replica of Chichen Itza.
So everything about it has a feel that you're in Mexico.
Yes.
But tell us specifically about this golf course. What are people going to find, and what are they going to just say, oh my goodness, what a golf course?
They're going to find great playing conditions. That's something that Iberostar Golf is thriving for. First and by far is great playing conditions, great service, value, and all-inclusive food and beverage. This course especially has already been played by quite a few great pros. We've hosted the 2008 through 10 Canadian Tour for our Riviera Maya Open. We're our host site for the Monday qualifier for the Mayakoba Golf Classic, and we also just previously hosted Big Break Mexico. So this course is already creating history.
Big Break Mexico, which is going to be seen, of course, on the Golf Channel coming up a few weeks,
13th.
Coming down the road. So they were actually here and did the whole show.
Yes, the show is spectacular. Do not miss this one. This is as good as it gets.
I heard that. I heard it's one of the best I've ever had.
Yes.
Now, you're going to take us on a tour and give us a look. I hate to use the word signature hole because, as far as you're concerned, every hole is a signature hole.
We've got 18 signature holes out here, guys, so bring your cameras.
You know, the other thing, and you mentioned it about destination, Cancun traditionally has been a vacation resort, of course. Iberostar, though, wants to make sure golf is included, don't they?
You know, the destination in general and Iberostar is thriving for golf to be one of the main attractions in the area. And the golf here in Riviera Maya is growing quickly, and the quality of golf is incredible, guys.
Now, as we mentioned, you're director of golf not only here, but also at Iberostar Cancun. We had a look at that last week here on Inside Golf. So can people come down, stay at one hotel, and go back and forth between the two golf courses?
Exactly. And our new packages that we'll be introducing this spring, they have golf included, and they can pick the course that they'd like to play.
Now, over at Iberostar Cancun, right on the Caribbean Ocean, you get some strong winds. Here, it doesn't seem, at least today, not as windy. Is that because we're not in close proximity to the ocean, or is this just a lucky day?
A lucky day.
Okay.
Here it's as windy as it is down there. And we're pretty close to the Caribbean. We're only, I would say, 600 meters to the beach.
So it does become a factor.
Yes. Yesterday it was as windy here as it was over there.
Okay. Let's give us an overview of, you know, how would you say, like, tendencies of the green. Over at Iberostar Cancun, there seems to be a pattern of sloping from back to front. Is it similar here?
Two completely different golf courses, guys. Over there you've got a course that is nestled between the Caribbean and the lagoon. It's fairly flat, it's player friendly, and the greens don't have a lot of movement, but they're in great condition. They're pretty fair greens. It's a good course for an intermediate player to go out and shoot a good score. This course here is a championship golf course, and it's in country club conditions. So this course was basically the flat Mayan jungle that has been created into this undulated paradise of golf.
It was designed by PB Dye.
PB Dye is
what does it play for from the championship tips?
6,801 yards.
Okay.
Yes.
And plenty of hazards?
Most of the hazards would be the jungle.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean the hazards, there's only 3 lakes on the golf course. There's OB on 2 holes. So other than that, it's the jungle that comes into play here.
Any crocodiles? We saw a couple of those over at Iberostar Cancun.
That's what I mean by they're way different. There's no crocodiles out here. There's monkeys. There's tejones, which is a Yucatan raccoon. We have serecas, which is a very large varmint. You see a boa out here occasionally. There's tarantulas.
We'll stay away from those guys.
I won't go deep.
Give us a heads up, will you, Glenn? We're going to come back and maybe take a little look at the golf course. Some of the holes you think have a little uniqueness to them.
Okay.
All right. Let's do it. Yeah, tell us about the golf course. Is this your first time here?
This is my first time here. It is. The course is very challenging for somebody with my handicap, but the guys are great. The facility is very nice, and I've really enjoyed the golf so far.
Great. And you'd recommend it to all your folks back in Dayton, Ohio to come on down?
I certainly would, and I look forward to coming back myself.
Hi everyone, Ron Jaworski here. I just want to let you in on a little secret. Here, just outside of Atlantic City, you'll find some of the top-rated golf courses in the world. Imagine playing these championship courses during the day, then playing your hand at something else at night. Casinos, bars, clubs, shows. Atlantic City has something for all the ways you like to play. So pack your bags for the ultimate golf getaway. Do AC and play AC Golf. AC Golf, where the play continues well into the night.
This is really a transformative time in the history of Temple Health. The right people are all coming together at the same time.
Really outstanding physicians who are at the top of their field.
To develop the most effective cancer treatments anywhere in the country.
To educate the next generation of physicians.
To move things from what we do in science.
To bring that science to the care of patients.
In the future, it's limitless.
Jack, now this isn't your first experience here, huh? How do you like it the second time around?
Well, you know, the golf course this time around is actually in a little better shape. It's, of course, last time I was here, which was July, was in fabulous shape then, but you know, they stepped it up a little bit, and it's really pretty sweet. Playing tough, but it's you know, it's pretty sweet.
Well, I asked everybody in your foursome who wanted to talk, and they said give it to the guy who's playing the best. So how you doing so far?
Well, I'm not playing. I'm playing the best, but I'm not playing very good.
You're in a bad group then.
Well, I just hit a good shot there, though. It was not a bad shot. So, but we got a very good group. We got a good group of guys, and we're having fun, and you know, we're enjoying this beautiful golf course, beautiful day, and we're great. It's just a fun time to be here. It really is.
And a birdie would make it a little special, right?
Yeah, I need one because I haven't had one today yet, so that'd be good to get one today.
Well, good
luck. I
luck.
just missed one right there, like 3 feet. So.
Well, good luck. We'll take a look at it. Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
All right, Jack.
I appreciate it.
Welcome back to Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management. And Glenn, we are starting our tour here at Playa Paraiso, and we're going out of sequence, but number 9 is kind of special. Tell us why recently with the big break.
Well, this is where they started off the whole program. This is where they did the glass breaking challenge, right here, with the pyramid in the background framed by the palms. So this is where it all starts. This is one of the best holes out here at the Iberostar Playa Paraiso Golf Club.
Par 4. Now we're about at the 150-yard marker from that green, and it plays from the middle tees only 320 yards. And you think, well, what about the wind conditions? What are they normally here on number 9?
Generally into a 1.5 to 2 club wind.
Okay.
And the championship tees are set back about another 100 yards. So playing, and the tee shot's uphill, so it plays 450, 460 from the championship tees.
The slopage that comes down, it kind of funnels everything down to the middle of the fairway. My question is, if you hit the ball left or right into the fairway, is the grass high enough or sticky enough to keep the ball up there? Then you got a unbelievable side hill lie.
You'll have a lot of side hill lies out here, but this one in particular, if you don't get it on the short grass, this paspalum is pretty sticky and it might just stay there.
Tell us about the green and the slopes up there, because it looks like you got a lot of undulation.
Yeah, this green isn't as undulated as most because it's strong from the tee and the approach shot, but it has a false side or a gathering area to the left. So if you don't get the distance correct, you're going to be sucked down into that big bowl there.
Now, what would you say? Is that a pretty favorable pin position, all things considered?
Very favorable pin position today. Usually, our tournaments will put it back and up to the left, which will make it very challenging.
All right, let's go back now. Number 6, another one of your favorite holes, and why?
It's another par 3. It's got one of the 3 lakes here at Playa Paraiso. It plays dead into the wind, and it kind of has a green that you can play very friendly in the front, where you don't have to play over bunkers, to tucking the pin way back in the right, which you have to play over the lake and over the bunkers. Great hole, just plays about 150 yards on the scorecard, but once you get over the tree line, the wind can really affect the shot.
Let's move up to number 7, a par 5.
Number 7's another great hole, and that's when on the front 9 you turn back into the wind. That's where you start playing back into the wind on this 9. It's about 530 yards, and it's got the most spectacular green in the Riviera Maya, a 3-tiered green that the Golf Channel and Big Break had a ball with, because there's a lot of pin placements and a lot of challenges were done there.
Jumping in, let's go to the back now. Number 11.
Number 11 is a strong hole, typical die hole, where they have a strong par 4 with a lake on one side or the other. In this case, it's on the left side, and it's a dog leg to the left. So it's usually, the tee shot is usually downwind, playing down the prevailing winds. You have to locate the ball in between the bunkers and the lake, and then your next shot will be turning due crosswind into a very undulated green that is a difficult task to knock it close.
You know, Golf Connections has put together the event that we're down here in Cancun for, and that is the Iberostar Team Mexico Championship. And I'm sure you can put together packages if a group of guys want to come down here, and women, to play a little team competition, tournament competition. You can set it all up on 2 very distinct and beautiful golf courses.
Yes, we can. We've got 2 contrasting golf courses that are challenging for everybody, every golfer's needs. All inclusive. When you arrive at the airport, they'll pick you up, bring you to the hotel, which are all inclusive, the golf course, the beverage carts are all inclusive. There's a lot of straight flights directly into Cancun. We get you to the hotel, and it's a one-shot deal. Everything's included when you get here, on and off the golf course.
Hey, Glenn. Thanks very much for giving us the tour. You going to be on camera during that big break event, or are you just a background guy?
I did the flop shot over the wall, the promo for that, but you won't see my face.
Oh, okay, just the ball.
You'll see the shot.
We'll see the expertise.
And that was the first stake.
So now you know. That's some inside information for Big Break Mexico coming up in May on the Golf Channel. We'll be back with more from Cancun as Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank, and Wealth Management continues in just a moment. Hank Thompson is the USGA's logistical point man, charged with getting everything outside the ropes ready for the Open at Merion. Things like grandstands, concessions, corporate suites, merchandise tents, and media centers. Hank and his team set up shop at Merion in September of 2011. One of the more interesting challenges for Hank Thompson and his staff is the fact that Merion's acreage, less than 130 acres, is well under the normal acreage for a U.S. Open venue.
Merion is a very small facility. While it has 36 holes, they're not adjacent to one another. They're separated by 3/4 of a mile in distance. So being able to utilize both of those facilities for the conduct of the championship has been required and necessary. In addition to that, we've had to expand our footprint a little bit for additional facilities over at Haverford College. So while there's one large site, it's actually broken into 3 different areas between the East Course, which is the championship course, the West Course, then also Haverford College. So that's probably been the biggest challenge.
Merion's daily attendance of 25,000 spectators will be about 30 to 40% less than what the Olympic Club in San Francisco had last year and what Pinehurst No. 2 will have next year. The majority of the corporate tents will be located across Haverford Road on Haverford College grounds. A limited number will be on the East Course proper. The remaining will be on private homes on adjacent Golf House Road. One area of major construction is right behind me. Now, this used to be, and after the tournament will again return to being, the practice range at Merion East. This will be known as U.S. Open Spectator Square, and it will feature the largest open merchandise facility, some 24,000 square feet, the media center, 17,000 square feet, and some spectator interactive areas. Another significant challenge will be transportation and parking, which will come at no charge with free shuttle service to the course. Where will general spectators be able to park?
General spectators will be able to park in one of 2 locations. One is at Rose Tree Park, which is just west of the Blue Route in Delaware County. Rose Tree Park is Delaware County Park. But then anyone utilizing the I-95 corridor, we'd encourage them to utilize PPL Park, where we'll be doing some parking down in Chester.
The best option will be SEPTA, especially the Norristown High-Speed Line.
Certainly anybody that does have access, whether it's the regional rail or the Norristown High-Speed Line, we certainly encourage them to utilize those. We'll be providing complimentary shuttles from the Rosemont Station on the Paoli-Thorndale line, and then certainly, as you mentioned, the high-speed rail line does have a station, Ardmore Avenue station, that they can access and basically walk across the street and into an admission gate.
And when it comes to food, the USGA is looking out for you, Philadelphia.
I don't know that our concessionaire is going to try to keep up with the local favorites in terms of cheesesteaks, but yeah, there's normally hot dogs. It's not just a hot dog, plain hot dog. You can get a number of different types of hot dogs. All of our concessions have a significant amount of menu items that they can select from. So I think they'll be able to find something that'll keep them well fed and happy for the week.
Don't forget the soft pretzels.
We will have soft pretzels.
This has been Countdown to the 2013 U.S. Open at Merion, presented by Temple Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, now located in Oaks, Pennsylvania.
It's a great time to be at Temple Health.
We have been attracting people who are at the top of their field.
I came to Temple to build a robotic center of excellence that is recognized on an international level.
To turn temple cardiothoracic surgery into one of the best programs in the country.
To educate the next generation of physicians.
To cement a new area of research.
Right now, Temple is the most exciting place to be in healthcare.
In a crowd of light beers, how long does it take to find the Yingling Light Lager? About that long. 99 calories, 100% authentic lager. Yingling Light Lager. Rethink your light beer.
Guests of Teed Off receive gift certificates to any of the 8 restaurants at Valley Forge Casino at King of Prussia. And now it's time for Teed Off, brought to you by Yingling, America's oldest brewery.
75 to 90 bucks maybe for your round of golf. Take the
Welcome back to Inside Golf. It is presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management, and we continue with our Teed Off segment. And today we're back at the beautiful Valley Forge Casino Resort. It's the official partner of the Philadelphia PGA, located in King of Prussia. It's the region's only full amenity gaming resort. It features 600 slots, 50 table games, close to 500 guest rooms. And we are right here at the Valley Tavern, a perfect spot. And it's one of 8 fantastic restaurants right here at the Valley Forge Casino Resort. Today's panel includes Harry Mays from 97.5 The Fanatic. You can hear Harry every weekday from 10 a.m. to noontime. Joe Logan is with myphillygolf.com. And Bob Shepard, well-known author, teaching instructor, of course, PGA professional for many years in the Philadelphia area. Also, you can read his blogs on phillyburbs.com. Joe, you know, a lot of times we're often told, you know, how we should warm up before a round of golf. If it doesn't include, it should, hitting some balls, whatever your routine is, and then maybe stretching a little bit. But a lot of times people, one, there may not be a practice range, or two, they're running to the first tee, you know, they got a tee time, they don't have time to warm up and stretch, and may take them 3 or 4 holes to do it. Is that a concern of you? I mean, your ripe young age, what do you do to get loosened up?
Roll out of bed, you know, chemicals to wake me up, you know, that sort of thing. It's funny, I would have had a very, very different answer to this question 40 years ago. You know, when I was young, I didn't need to warm up. Now I do need to warm up. If I don't need to warm up, I usually can write off about the first 5 holes. I wake up and I get loose about number 6. Of course, by then I got 2 snowmen, one,
you're down 4-2 and 1 maybe.
Right. And I'm calling for the cart.
And if you're playing with Harry Mays, that's a lot of money. I mean, you're in trouble. You're looking for that. You can't wait for that back nine.
I'm looking at $3. Huh? Up to about $3 at that point.
Right. And I'm looking for the cart girl with the beer.
There you go. Right. That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Harry, problem for you or not?
I have to hit balls? I have to hit balls for, you know, at least a bucket of balls and maybe do some stretching. You know, I think you owe it to yourself. If you're spending 50 to 75 to 90 bucks maybe for your round of golf, take the extra time, get up a little earlier, and do warm up because you're going to enjoy your round more. It's like Joe said, you might be, you know, have a couple of snowmen on the card, then you're in a lousy mood.
Right. Yeah.
You know? Rough time.
Shep, you know, I've been to pro events. We've all been at tour events, and everybody has a different routine or regimen, don't they? Some guys don't need that extensive hour before they tee off. You know, maybe it's just 10 minutes on the range, 15, and then over to the putting green, which to them may be more important.
How about Rory?
Than the range. Well, that was at the right. That was embarrassing, wasn't it? Then he goes out and wins the first hole.
Exactly. Right out of the sheets.
Oh my God.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah. But I mean, how about you when you were playing competitively in the section?
I'll tell you who I followed in philosophy was Sam Snead. Snead said if he was getting ready for a tournament, he would start at the moment he rolled out of bed, and what he would do is everything in slow motion. He said he would brush his teeth in slow motion, he'd comb his hair in slow motion, he would walk slower than normal, and he would stretch for the entire time going to the club. So everything he did was a stretch. So when he reached for his toothbrush, he would make sure he reached for the toothbrush. So anyhow, that's what I used to do too. I used to try to keep limber all the way through the morning so I wouldn't get over and all of a sudden start bouncing around and twisting shoulders and all that. Make it a routine for the whole morning. And that way when you get to the course, hey, if you hit a few balls, you're ready to go.
Right, right. What was more important, though? Would you spend more time on the putting green or on the range hitting balls?
Speed of the green, yeah. You want to get the feel of the course. That's the most important part. You're cramming for a test, because the practice you do today isn't going to show up for 30 days. So you're not really practicing, you're just loosening up.
Is that what it is, 30 days?
30 days, they claim, yeah. There you go.
Who'd have thunk?
So if you're going to be any good in June, you got to start now, Joe.
On the tour, most of these pro tour guys, you'll see, have a very specific routine. They want to show up and hit exactly the same number of balls with each club, work their way through the bag. Yep. Then they want to move over to the putting green with exactly whatever their little number of minutes is. And if they get somehow separated from that routine, it drives them nuts.
Yes.
And it affects their entire round.
Yep.
Well, I'm not as good a player as you guys, and I always used to do it the backward way. I would go and putt first, then go over, and the last 5 swings would be with a driver.
Okay.
To have that muscle, I don't have many muscles and I have no memory, to help me out on that opening. That's the toughest shot in golf for a lot of people, is that opening tee shot, right?
And that's all between here.
Right.
Is that it?
I think so.
So I need a shrink more than anything else.
No,
I don't need Bob Shepard, I need a shrink.
But you wanted to hit a good drive as your last drive on the range, so mentally you're going to that first tee with a positive swing thought, I think.
And I've been late for a lot of tee times because that last drive, that
takes
would be in the parking lot.
Right.
Harry Mays, Bob Shepard, Joe Logan. We will be back. More of Inside Golf coming up next. The Valley Forge Casino Resort is the region's only full amenity gaming resort, and it's only seconds from the Pennsylvania Turnpike at King of Prussia. It features 600 slots, 50 table games, plus 8 restaurants designed to meet all of your dining needs. So put the beautiful Valley Forge Casino Resort on your destination list.
It's time light beer got some character. 99 calories, 100% authentic lager. Yingling Light Lager from America's oldest brewery. Rethink your light beer.
Defining a target, realizing a dream. Susquehanna Bank can help you get your plans off the ground. Whether you're sending kids to college or doing something special for yourself. Susquehanna's financial advisors are worth talking to. We can help you find the smartest way to borrow money and save money in the process. Susquehanna Bank, doing what counts for dreamers like you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Inside Golf. Hope you enjoyed our last 2 shows from Cancun and the Iberostar Resorts. Want to thank Iberostar, all their personnel, for everything they did to make this happen, as well as Tom Juronsky with the Golf Connection. And for more on golf in Cancun with Iberostar, you can go to InsideGolf.net. Don't forget, coming up, we'll go behind the scenes at the preparations, look back at the history of USGA events, in particular U.S. Opens at Murray and East. So I'm Harry Donahue, reminding you, no matter how bad it's going for you, don't pick up. And we'll see you next time, not from Cancun, but who knows where, right here on Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management. Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank. Susquehanna Bank, doing what counts. By PlayACGolf.com. Visit PlayACGolf.com to plan your Atlantic City golf getaway, where the play continues well into the night. By Club Champion. Better fit, lower scores. Visit their Bala-Cynwyd location. By Temple Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, now located in Oaks, Pennsylvania. Call 800-TEMPLE-MED. And by the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf.